Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm Madison Nosek here in the KXAN Live Studio. Thanks for joining me, starting out your Friday here with me on the show. Right now, I want to show you guys what downtown Austin looks like. We just have a gorgeous sunrise. Happy to be waking up in the city. And I want to start you guys off by showing you the traffic in a sec after we look at Austin and appreciate just the skyline for a sec. Okay, so right now this is our tech stock camera, and as you can see, there's a little bit of traffic. This is on I-35 southbound at 56th Street. Just a heads up, I-35 is going to be closed in both directions tonight and tomorrow night from 9 p.m. to 10 in the morning, and this is between Lakeway Drive and SH-29. TxDOT has to pour the bridge deck for the reconstructed Williams Drive Bridge, but traffic is moving pretty smoothly throughout the rest of the city. However, this was not the case earlier this morning because following some breaking news, there was a false alarm of an active shooter at the Tesla Gigafactory, and that's according to Travis County Sheriff's Office. Here is a look right now. This was taken from one of our photographers earlier. She was on site, and as you can see, some of the cars are parked out. The entire building, everything was evacuated. So the investigation heavily impacted early morning traffic. The factory is located near Del Valle off of State Highway 130, just north off of Highway 71. Deputies are currently wrapping up their investigation. They got called out around 4:30 this morning. The department says that a 911 caller reported an active shooter, but deputies cleared the building and searched. They didn't find anything. Travis County Sheriff's Office says that there were no signs of any shooter or shots fired. So far, Austin-Travis County EMS was out there, first responders were as well. No one was injured or needed any treatment. After decades of working to solve a homicide case in Bastrop County, investigators have now found out who the woman was. This is her picture right here. In 1979, an unidentified woman's remains were found on the side of U.S. Highway 290 near FM 696, just about 6 miles outside of Elgin. Her name was Kathy Ann Smith, and she was from Houston. This is going to be our second top story for the morning. In 2019 and 2022, DNA was taken from her remains and eventually resulted in investigators just a few weeks ago finding out her identity. Like I said, that woman was 22-year-old Kathy Ann Smith. Still unclear what happened to her or who killed her, but the Bastrop County Sheriff's Office says that one suspect they believe could have been linked is a man named Henry Lee Lucas. Here's some background on him. He's a convicted serial killer who died while serving a sentence for another murder. Investigators say that he's recanted several of his confessions, but in the case of Kathy Ann Smith, Bastrop County says that they are relying on forensic genealogy and DNA testing on another cold case and plan to use technology in other cold cases moving forward. Overnight, the Senate passed a massive annual defense bill that would deliver a pay raise for service members and keep the nation's military operating. This was an overwhelming bipartisan vote in the Senate. It's setting up a clash with the House, which passed its version of the defense bill last week, mostly along party lines. Congress is one step closer to finalizing this annual defense policy bill, though. Like I said, late last night, the Senate passed this National Defense Authorization Act 8611. The NDAA includes a 5.2% pay raise for service members. At the center of the NDAA debate is Alabama Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville's his refusal to allow hundreds of military nominations and promotions to speed through the Senate. In protest of the Pentagon's abortion policy, which covers the cost of travel for service members seeking abortion and reproductive care. President Biden called Tuberville's block on military promotions dangerous, but both the House and the Senate are going to have to find a compromise on their defense bills to advance it to the president's desk. Quick top stories for the morning, but just wanted to recap you guys on everything that's going on right now. Thanks for joining me. Again, I'm Madison Nosek here in the KXAN Live Studio, and we will see you next week. Bye.